Want to know the key to making more money as a voice talent? Marketing. And that's what we're going to talk about today. What's going on, everybody? Mike Haytek here, voice talent, voice actor, voiceover coach, voiceover demo producer, just about anything you can think of where voiceover is concerned. Yep, that's me. How you doing, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. And hey, if you're somewhere in this country where it's a little chilly or somewhere around the world where it's a little chilly, I hope you're staying warm. It is freezing where I'm at right now, but hey, the work still has to get done, doesn't it? Doesn't make any difference what the temperature's like outside. Got to keep going. So what are we talking about today? We're going to be talking about direct marketing. This is in addition to, say, if you are part of one of the freelancer websites like Fiverr or Upwork, or one of the pay-to-play sites like voices.com, voice123.com. This is your individual direct marketing efforts for your voiceover business. Does not include those sites whatsoever. And I know if somebody is going to hear that I said the word Fiverr, and they're going to be like, oh, Fiverr. That old institutionalized mindset in voiceover that Fiverr is no good for the business. I'm sorry, folks. There are a lot of people out there making a lot of money on Fiverr doing voiceover, doing video work, doing writing scripts, doing web. There's a lot of people making a lot of money. If you don't get on the Fiverr train because you're worried that somebody told you that somebody's not going to hire you because you're on Fiverr, don't listen to them, okay? Fiverr is a valid place to find voiceover work. And if you want to talk more about Fiverr and how to get on and ways to work to make Fiverr better for you, leave a comment in the comments below, and we'll do a video on Fiverr. So how do you get started with your marketing? This is one of the areas where I'm the weakest. I'm not going to lie. I'm the weakest. I don't like marketing. I know it is necessary, but I don't like doing it. But it has to be done. You have to force yourself to do it. So how do you start? Okay, well, come up with an email that highlights what you're trying to do. Now, I'm not saying write your resume out in this email. As a matter of fact, short and sweet is probably best. In the first line or two, there better be a link to your website with your demos. If it's buried in that email, people are never going to listen to it. If they have to read more than 2 or 3 lines to find out what you're actually emailing them about, they're just going to close your email and they are never going to read it. So very early on, hi, I am a voice talent. Here's a link to my demos. I would like to be added to your voice roster. That's basically it. You can put anything you want after that. You can list, your past clients and things that you've done after that. But those first couple of lines, my name is blah, blah, blah. I am a voice talent. Here is a link to my website with my demos. I would like to be added to your voice roster. You get that in there, everything else you add in is gravy. So who do you send these emails to? Okay, first off, do a Google search for video production companies. Now, I'm going to suggest that you do a search by geographic area. If you just do a search of video production companies, you're going to come up with the phone book. And granted, the phone book is nice, but we have to consolidate our efforts. We have to make it so we're getting the most value out of the time that we spend marketing. So I would suggest searching by region. I search by state. And if it's a bigger state, if it's like New York or California, something like that, I will search by town, by city. So like video production companies, Los Angeles, video production companies in New York City, that kind of thing. So say, for example, Ohio. I'm just going to pick Ohio out of the top of my head. Video production companies, Ohio. You're going to get a Google search. You're going to get a list. Go to their website. Check them out. See what the kind of work that they do. Go to the contact us. This is the key. Find their email address. Okay, even if it's just an info@ email address, it's still an email address. Email your marketing email to that email address. Remember that email that in the first couple of lines has got your website link in it with your demos? Okay, that's the way to do it. It's actually pretty simple. Okay, direct email marketing is pretty simple. It's time consuming if you're going to do it manually, but when we're first starting off, when we're first getting going, it's kind of what we need to do. I don't have a CRM. I don't have a customer relationship management system. I don't use MailChimp or any of those emails or anything like that. I send everything by hand, which I know is probably pretty silly, but that's the way that I do it. Now, here's the big thing. Marketing is a numbers game, okay? Sending 10 emails or 20 emails or even 100 emails isn't enough. You're going to send thousands and thousands of emails, and you're not going to get a lot of responses, okay? You can send 100 emails and not get one reply. You could send 10 emails and get 5 replies. Chances are you aren't going to, but it's possible. It's all a numbers game. That's the way that marketing works. It's not just voiceover, it's marketing in general. It's a numbers game. There's an old sales adage that you have to talk to 10 customers or 10 potential customers before you make a sale. I wish it worked like that in voiceover marketing. I wish it was like every 10 emails I sent, I got a new client. Some days it works out that way. Most of the days it doesn't. It is a huge numbers game. You have to set aside a good amount of time every day for your marketing efforts. It's one of the first things that I do in the morning. Get up, get my coffee, sit down, check my emails, see what's going on for the day. If I don't have anything due in the next couple of hours, I will go ahead and start sending out emails. I don't keep track of who I send emails to. I keep track of who emails me back, who replies. So there's a very good chance that I've sent emails to the same people 4, 5, 6 times. It's okay. Sometimes you have to there's a touch point, and you have to 7 or 8 or 9 different touch points before somebody's going to reply to you, before somebody's even going to acknowledge the fact that you sent them an email. That's okay. It's the nature of the beast. It's the way that it works. If there was a different way of doing it, if there's a way that I could change it, believe me, I would. Unfortunately, there's not. It's just the way that it is. And I know, marketing stinks. Like I said, I can't stand it. It's one of my weakest areas. But the only way that you're going to get more clients and get more work is to get your demos in front of as many people as possible. Just because you build a website, they aren't going to come. Okay, this is not Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. You're not going to just get found that way. Might you? Yeah. What are the odds? Very, very, very slim. So it is up to you to get your demo in front of as many eyeballs as possible. How you do that? Send hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of emails. Now, do you have to send 100 every day? No, send 10, 20, 30 a day. But if you do that 3, 4, 5 days a week, it adds up, okay? That's what I'm talking about. You can't spend all day sending emails unless, of course, you don't have anything to record that day. Then feel free, send emails all day long. But chances are you're not going to be able to do that. You have other things that you need to do. So set aside a certain amount of time every day, if it's an hour, hour and a half, whatever it is, that you concentrate your marketing efforts on. Okay? You could do it in the morning, like I do. You can do it right after lunch. You can do it in the evening. It doesn't make any difference. You just need to do it. Okay? That's the important thing, is it needs to get done. Now, this method also works with audiobooks. Remember the audiobook video that we did? I told you that ACX is not the be-all, end-all where audiobook production is concerned. You can do Google searches for audiobook producers, and you get the same thing. Send your audiobook demo to those people in the same way that you would for any other direct marketing campaign. Now, you can niche down as specific as you want when you do your searches. You can do video production companies, you can do audiobook production companies, you can do anime production companies, anything that you want to get interested in, that you want to work in, you can drill down in your search on Google and get that information. You just have to do it. It really is all what it boils down to, is you just have to do it. You have to know what you're looking for, search for it, and then go get it. Some niches that you look at aren't going to have as many options as others. Like if you just do a search for video production companies, you're going to get a huge list. If you do a search for anime video production companies, that list is going to be a little bit smaller because it's drilled down, it's niched down. That's okay. That's just the way that it works. But if that's the kind of work that you want to get into, you got to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere. And hey, anime video production companies, that'll be a way to do it. Well, I hope you got something out of this. If you know anything else, if you have any other marketing questions or marketing ideas, go ahead and put them in the comments below. We'll be happy to take a look at them. If you have any questions, if you have any ideas, if there's anything that you want me to talk about, put it in the comments below. I'll be happy to do a video for you. Like this video, subscribe, share it with your friends, and hey, I'll see you in the next one.